So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever it is for you. We are going to see what needs to get out of your life in order to bring in what you've been trying to manifest. See what if it's a belief system, if it's an actual thing, if it's a person. So pick pile. We're going to do a pile number 1, 2, and 3. So go ahead and pick your pile. Pile number 1. Give me 3 cards on what pile number 3 needs to get rid of to bring in what they're trying to manifest. What needs to leave in order for better things to come in? Shit. Hold on. Okay, I got a shit ton of cards, but I'm going to put the pile that fell out and keep 2 that came out. So I just need 1 more. Give me 1 more card for what does pile number 1 need to let go of for what they want to come in. Got it. So, oh shit, okay. Interesting. We have, you're not crazy, listen to your intuition, counterfeit, and learn new things. Which is interesting. Why the hell would learn new things be here? You think that would be a good thing. But maybe I'm thinking it's saying, like I do this, learn, but never apply. Or possibly maybe you're trying to learn so much about one subject where you're ready. You're more ready than you think you are. And you're actually kind of making like diminishing returns, again, it's a buzzword for this week, that you keep on learning new things, you're taking away from what you're already good at. Let me get a clarifier on these cards. Let's see. Clarify, learn new things for me. Interesting. It's really good cards. Counterfeit, clarify counterfeit for me. Fuck. Cards are being real wacky today. Give me 2 cards to clarify counterfeit. I just want 2. Y'all are really starting to piss me off. There we go. And you're not crazy. Listen to your intuition. Okay. So learn new things. We have the Ace of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel, again, maybe like sticking with your niche, sticking with like a certain subject and learn things within that subject, because that will give you what you're looking for, and even maybe like an idea that can be profitable. Yeah, I feel like actually if you stick within one subject instead of trying to learn about a lot of subjects, it will give you the creativity, the passion, the ideas to make something really profitable. We have the 10 of Pentacles. That's like the money card, right? With the Ace of Wands, new beginnings. So yeah, I think it's trying to say spirit, God, whatever. What do we believe in this house? The house of the Crowned Serpent. Whatever you believe. I take it all. Anyways, that's what the cards are trying to say, is that dial it down and really start trying to become an expert. I need to take, okay, Spirit, I hear you. I need to take that advice myself. I'm so bad about being like, I'm going to learn everything about everything. But I know a lot, so I guess that's good. Whatever. So then we have counterfeit as the next card. Counterfeit, interesting. We have the Five of Cups reversed with the World card. Counterfeit. So anything that is, I feel, when it's saying counterfeit, like something that is almost the too good to be true because it's correct, it is not good. Fuck that up. Things that are in your life that are almost what you want, but you're still settling. When I was dating, that's something I definitely had to keep in mind, where I knew exactly what I was looking for, and it wasn't, okay, I was going to say that it wasn't physical looks, but I was trying to put a height cap, and hilariously, that didn't work, and I'm glad it didn't work. Women, don't put a height cap on what you're looking for. Anyways, things that you're settling for. So say you have a job and it pays you what you want, but you're fucking miserable. And you're like, but this is what I wanted. I wanted something that was full-time and it was in my industry and it has these benefits and this, base salary, whatnot. But I'm pretty sure you don't want something you're miserable at. And so you have to really understand, then that's the counterfeit. There's always going to be a counterfeit before the real thing comes in. And I don't know why it's like that. I hate when people are like, it's the universe testing you. That's kind of shitty. I don't like that. And if it's true, I guess I'm just going to have to put up with it. I almost feel like maybe it's okay. It could be a way of it's just showing you're almost there. But if you were to stop there, it's kind of like rendering almost in a way. Like it's almost completely rendered. This is what it gives you. And you can say, yeah, I'm done. I'll just stop the job right there. Or I'll stop, the rendering right there. And so now you're done. You don't get what was coming next. Or it's like doing freaking AI art. You have to enter a specific prompt. And you have to keep generating until you get what you want. So there's something in your life that's like the one before. You need to just go one step further and you're going to find what you really, really want. So don't stop now, because then you'd be settling. And don't buy into good enough. It's good enough, Good enough is going to get you to start seeing a therapist eventually. So with the Five of Cups here, reverse, in the World, I feel like once you weed out that counterfeit, you're going to stop being in that Five of Cups energy, and the World, the things that you were trying to bring in, cycles will complete, and then now you get what you really want. So, which is interesting. Yeah, if something doesn't feel right, or if you have a deep, how can, when you feel like somebody is lying to you, or you just feel like a situation isn't right. Hello, what does this card say? You're not crazy. Listen to your intuition. So if you just feel like something's not right, but everybody's telling you to be practical, tell them to fuck off, because you're almost there, and you're going to show these people that with persistence and listening to your intuition, you can get what you really want, And a lot of people don't have that faith in themselves too, which I went through that recently, trying to find the job I'm at now. I really wanted a work from home job because I have a kid, and I also am super introverted. So people are telling me, you just graduated college. There's no way you're going to be able to find a work at home job or work from home. You just need to go and get what you can. Get what you get. And I said, nah, bruh. I don't want to deal with people, and I don't want to get fired for like missing work because I have a kid where I knew there was flexibility in working from home. Anyways, I ended up getting what I wanted, and now I realize like Spirit's like, yeah, but that's not your destiny. It's the good enough. We're at the step right before you get what you really want. All right, so you're not crazy. Listen to your intuition. This is a tricky topic because a lot of people kind of think their intuition is better than what it really is. And I don't want to gaslight anybody. Okay, I'm not here to do that. I'm here to build your connection with yourself and your intuition, which that will need to be a video in itself. Anyways, you need to really be able to start noticing when you get an intuitive hit and then the result of that. So if you feel like, man, I just started dating this person and they did this thing. Am I being crazy? But I feel like this is a red flag. All right. So you have that intuitive hit of something's going on. You need to almost log the result of that, even if it pops up however long later, to see like, oh, that was me being influenced by my own past and my own triggers and trauma, or wow, I picked it up 3 months ago that something was wrong about this person and I try to dismiss it because given the benefit of the doubt, and it turned out that I was actually right. Very important to kind of track how your intuition talks to you, but also how your trauma and triggers talk to you, because they do talk to you in different ways. And being able to distinguish the two is gonna save you so much heartache and trouble. I learned all of that the real hard way. So anyway, so now the crazy thing here is that we have Judgment in reverse and the Magician in reverse. And I think where like that is the situation you're in right now of, it's like you're stuck in this loop, almost like a time loop or an event loop of you get an intuitive hit, you get advice about it. People tell you you need to be practical, or like, nah, I don't think that's what's going on, or you need to do this or that, or it's the opposite of your hit. So you don't listen, and then things either go bad, or you don't get what you want, or you become stuck and stagnant in a part of your life. And so it's like, I feel like it's going round and round and round, and it's going to keep happening until you again understand how your intuition talks to you. You need to find some connection between you and your higher self, you and God, you and spirit, you and universe, whatever you believe. You need to find that connection so you can really start understanding what that voice sounds like, or even feeling. I know when somebody lies to me, I get like almost a hit in my chest. It feels almost like a pressure difference. With situations, it's more like a gut feeling where it feels like I'm on a roller coaster and it feels hit there. Sometimes I just instantly know things where I automatically know like, oh, that person's going to do this, or, oh, this is bad, or, oh, no, I know we can find a better deal somewhere else. Images pop in my head sometimes I'll hear it. So like I think what the Magician in the reverse is telling you also is like, you need to start honing in on your own magical powers. And call it magic, I really think this is like something we've had all along to help us fucking survive, you know, our extrasensory senses. So I feel like you're gonna like, so with the Judgment and the Magician, it's like almost telling you you're not gonna go into a rebirth cycle, or you're not gonna get off the loop until you really learn what is magical about you. because everybody is magic, and we all experience it differently, right? So once you move that stuff out, I think some really good things then are coming in. Whatever you've been asking for, whatever you've been hoping for, it seems like it could be career or like your purpose in life, like, you know, destiny, if you will. You don't feel fulfilled at work. You don't feel fulfilled in your life, or you are understanding there is more to life. You don't have to clock into a 9 to 5 to be successful, right? So I feel like you're asking a lot of questions lately, and those are the things that are like hindering you. Stop trying to learn everything and learn specifically about one thing. That could be very profitable for you. Lean into what you're already really good at. You know, figure out what you're really good at and lean into it. Stop settling for less and listen to your intuition and start trying to like understand how your intuition talks to you. So I'm going to get 2 cards to see what is gonna be the outcome of you working on those things. So what will be the outcome of pile number 1, letting go of those things? Give me 2 cards. What will be the outcome? What will be the outcome of pile number 1? Oh, okay. Okay! It's interesting. So we have connect with your spirit guides and healer. Interesting. So definitely, if you've been wondering about, you feel like a higher purpose for your life, you don't feel fulfilled at your job, but people are telling you, you gotta be practical, you gotta be realistic, dreams don't pay the bills. Okay, tell that to Martin Luther King. You know, we all have things that we can contribute to society, and it can help as a whole, but also I believe that especially in this day and age, and as time goes on, your gift will make room. And I believe people will be able to see your gift and want to support you and want to help you monetarily and monetarily exchange for your gift. You know, sometimes I think people don't understand, like, well, you know, if you were really spiritual, you wouldn't charge money for this. Like, I am giving you my time. That's really, instead of going anywhere else or doing anything, I'm giving you my time. The service is free. The time is not, right? Like, and how can I get better at my craft if I have to get a full-time job on the side? That's, you know, like pastors and preachers and stuff like that, they get paid by the church. Unfortunately, in the spiritual community that's not religious, we do not have that kind of setup yet, which would be interesting. That would be kind of cool, you know, to set up a non-taxable organization where you can set up buildings for people to share their gifts, and, you know, they get paid for it by donations, the congregation, you know. It's a good idea. Anyways, because I think that's one thing we need to really start doing more of. The spiritual community needs to come together. Like, different religions have it where it's organized and structured to help uplift each other and to put each other in the spotlight and to help each other make a living, you know? Like, right now, the way the spiritual community is, we'll never have a Joel Osteen. You know, we'll never have a TD Jakes. We'll never have I wanted to say Paula Dean, but her name is Paula White. She was the spiritual advisor for Trump. Don't like her. Anyways, We'll never have that kind of like notoriety in a way because we're not unified like that. I think one problem in the spiritual community is there's a lot of competition, which is weird. You're just supposed to be spiritual, unity, one love. But it's like almost a lot of people come into the space with a mentality of scarcity, and you can't do that. I think I'm just maybe, I just need to start a community and figure this out. We need to get money because we need to show people when you start really working on yourself, the gates of heaven will open, not just freaking religious people, Anyways, I digress. Sorry for that rant. You're a healer. You're a healer. Whether you know it or not, you are meant to heal people at some capacity, whether it be physical healing, like through Reiki, laying on of hands like Jesus, which is like Reiki, or you're supposed to heal people through song, through spoken word, through speeches, through tarot reading, through some kind of avenue. You are meant to be a healer, which is probably why you have had not the easiest life. You've had to learn a lot of stuff, right? But you need to connect to your spirit guides, or that will be a result of you doing the things of like connecting to your intuition, to your higher self. As a result, you're gonna do it, and you're gonna connect to your God, you're gonna connect to your higher self, you're gonna connect to God, to angels, whatever you believe, you're gonna do it, right? So that's freaking powerful. Let me get 2 cards to clarify healer and connect to spirit guides. 2 cards. Y'all gotta stop. You keep giving me 19 cards. Okay. 2 cards. Clarify healer and connect to spirit guides. We got 1. Okay, we have 3. I'll take 3. Okay, this is weird. This is kind of an interesting combination. We have the devil, the high priestess, and then we have the 7 of wands in reverse. So I feel like what's going to come from, or clarifying of what's going to result as from you letting things go. I'll get my words together. Okay, that's interesting. So I heard you're gonna have a lot of eyes on you. There is something you're gonna do. You're going to, I feel like over the next 6 months, if you really work on leaning into what you're good at, if you make sure you don't settle for anything, and if there's anything that you feel that's a counterfeit in your life, you let go of it. If you start tapping into your magical stuff, if you don't do any like magic, like spells or rituals or baths or cleansing or whatnot, I feel like that could help you. That could help you aid you in the beginning of finding, like, connecting to your intuition or whatnot. I feel that as you start growing and really learning to trust yourself, that's the main thing. Having faith in yourself. When you really start to learn to trust in yourself and have faith in yourself, that there is something more for you here. That you're, again, not meant to be some sheep, some slave, some, indentured servant. You're meant to do more. You're meant to help raise the collective consciousness. You're here to help make change. You're a light worker, right? We're here to make a difference on this earth. And I feel with that, we do live on earth, which is all polarities. You have light and dark, hot and cold, slow and fast. You have good and evil. Not saying that evil is coming to you, but definitely there's going to be people, negative energy. So I think cleansing is going to be important as you're leveling up so that your vibration is raised, so the chance of negative energy being able to affect you is lower, right? Because like attracts like. So be careful of people being jealous of you. Be careful of people wanting more of you. Be careful of people like trying to be codependent or like attached to you in an unhealthy way. Like, you know, you might become more of a leader and you have to let people know, like, I can't solve your problems. I can give you advice, but you got to do the work, right? I feel like also that the devil here is almost saying that, like, as you come into your power, you're going to be a lot more attractive to people too, which is really interesting. Don't for a second think that, you know, attractiveness is just based on pure physicality. Like, a lot of attractiveness is this, like, it's an interesting thing. It's very etheric. You know, I noticed myself when I was smaller, I was way more insecure and I had trouble, you know, finding what I wanted. But as I became more secure myself, and even though I gained a lot of weight, people treated me differently. People started treating me the way I looked at myself. And it was very interesting. And I think that's why, like, you know, sometimes you find that outlier that they're not the most attractive thing, but their personality, their charisma, they just have an air about themselves that is so super attractive, right? The High Priestess here, Nodoi, like intuition, higher self, hidden knowledge. That's going to be a result of you doing these things. And with the Seven of Wands in reverse, I feel like things are going to get easier. You're not going to be fighting all the time. You're not going to be fighting to get what you need, to get recognition. You're not going to be fighting to be respected. You're not going to be fighting to feel like you have a place in this world. I feel like as you come into yourself and really start connecting with your higher self and the divine, what you feel is divine, a lot is going to change about you, and you're going to see that life is not going to be a struggle anymore. So, that's really good. See you later. Pile number 2. All right, so let's see what you need to get rid of in order to bring in what you're looking for, or to bring in new stuff. What old do you need to get rid of to bring in the new? Give me 3 cards, Spirit. 3 cards, 3 cards, 3 cards. What do they need to get rid of? What do they need to get rid of? Okie dokie. Alright, that's interesting. So we have Bull, which is like stubbornness. We have Somebody is Lying. Uh-oh. And then Make New Friends. Well then. That's... okay. So we're going to also clarify these cards. Pretty straightforward though. Maybe some stubbornness. Bull, I think of Taurus also. They have a tendency for kind of doing stuff that appeals to the physical nature. So like kind of laziness can be a problem, or procrastination can be a problem. Kind of binging certain things, food or TV. It's like shadow side of Taurus. So those things you might need to get rid of. Also, Somebody is Lying. Then for the Make New Friends to come up to, maybe there is somebody in your social circle that is not the greatest. Or it could be 2 different people. Somebody's lying, but you still need to make new friends. Maybe you just need to make additional friends. We're going to clarify and find out. Okay. Clarify, make new friends for me. Give me 2 cards. Okay. That's interesting. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Put the Ace of Pentacles. Make new friends. Okay, so I feel like with this, it's talking about like now is a time where you should, how can I put this? So for the past whatever, months, years, or whatnot, maybe you've been the person in your social circle where like you give advice but nobody wants to listen. Like everybody just kind of enables each other. Yeah. And I feel like if you were to make new friends, it would somehow lead to money. And this is possible if that maybe the friends that you have right now are not the most ambitious, or maybe if you don't have any friends, that, you know, right now, don't focus so much on the spiritual, but focus more on money. Interesting. And making friends or making new friends. You know, find people that are on the same path as you. It doesn't have to be the exact same path, but if you plan to retire by 50 and have so much $1 million in your investment portfolio, you know what I mean? You want to find people on that same trajectory and that think the same. I mean, even Snoop Dogg talked about where when he reached a certain point of fame, he realized he had to really cut down his social circle because a lot of his friends were used to the hood life. And he was like, you know, I'm trying to get out of that. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to make, you know, generational wealth. I'm trying to do something here. And he realized that some people were actually holding him back. And even though those were childhood friends, like he had to let them know, you either come with me or like I have to leave you behind. So, food for thought, you know, you are the company you keep. So start taking an assessment of your friend circle. Are you the smartest person in your friend circle? If you are, you might want to get some more, because your social circle should also challenge you, because what is in your focus grows. So you want always people in your life that are bringing you information, challenging you, trying to get you to level up, and you help them level up. Because success is contagious, you know? So you surround yourself with people that are trying to go the same place as you. Now, someone is lying. Let's clarify. Give me 2 cards about someone is lying. Who's lying? Who is lying? Ooh, we got 3. All in the reverse. Emperor in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. So, you could be dealing with an Aries or a Pisces. Possibly Cancer, Scorpio. But I think more so Pisces. Anyways, it doesn't matter the sign really. But somebody that is, here's the personality of the person that's probably lying. Let's see if you know them, all right? So this person is bossy, doesn't like to be told no, likes to be in control of everything, but usually has bad ideas. Or their life is a mess, but they want to tell you how to run your own life. They don't take well to logic if it disagrees with what they think. They're not very, they don't know how to like deal with disagreements really well. They're always in their feelings. They might be like hyper idealistic, meaning that like they kind of almost live in a fantasy land, but they want to destroy everybody else's fantasies. Like somebody that's very much in their emotions, that can't handle their emotions. Like probably somebody like if you, oh, I didn't see this. This is interesting. So I'll say this afterwards. Anyways, this is probably somebody that gets really mad when you hurt their feelings. So like, say they're like, oh, I have a new girlfriend. And you're like, oh, really? That's, I think she might not be good for you. Or I think she might be cheating on you. And they're like, oh, yeah? Well, I'm not good enough for somebody to love me. And they punch a hole in the wall. Like, that is, why would you be hanging around somebody like this? I don't know. You know, they might not be like that all the time, but they have some kind of like that. So whether you're friends with this person or not, if it's like a work situation or some kind of situation where you know somebody like this, don't trust anything they say to you. Don't trust it. Don't. If you meet somebody like this, don't trust them. All right? So be on the lookout for that. It's interesting. So this popped out, but it landed on the other pile of make new friends. And you know how I said about, you know, you want to find friends that are going where you want to go. And I feel like if you clean up your social circle or make new friends that are like-minded with you and are ambitious and want to grow and learn and whatnot, like it'd be a really good like new start for you. It'd be a really good thing where like a new chapter in your life, a new cycle in your life where it's really going to help level you up. So, whew, for us introverts, that sounds like hell. But, you know, a lot of life is connections, and just find people that are kind of like introverts like you. So if you don't talk to them for 3 weeks, they won't think you hate them. They'll just be like, oh yeah, you good? Cool. All right. Talk to you in about another 3 months. That's the people I need in my life. All right. Bull. Clarify bull for me. Why is bull here? Interesting. So we have the 6 of Cups. We have the 6 of Cups with the 4 of Cups. So then that's 2 of Cups. You have the 6 to the 4. With the bull. It's interesting because Taurus being a earth sign, then you pulled 2 cups, 2 cup cards, water sign. Okay, so I think part of it is saying there's like a very stubborn part of you, maybe very hyper logic, or you don't like to really deal with your emotions. You try to ignore them in a way, maybe. Yeah, that's something to work on. That kind of opening up more, I think, is going to bring some good things into your life. And also can help with like learning to love yourself, because that's one thing I look at. I forget my camera. The 4 of Cups, where you have the guy sitting and there's 1 cup that's in this cloud, this fart cloud, but the guy's so focused on the 3. And so the 3 of Cups is like community, 1, solo dolo. So I think there is a part of like learning to kind of learn how to be independent, love yourself, but also still be able to be in crowds and to be in, you know, interact with other people in a healthy way. So I feel like that's definitely what is missing. What is missing is the 2 of Cups. So what is missing is really being able to emotionally connect to people. You know, where somebody says this is what hurt me, don't say, well, this is what hurt me. you gotta sometimes shut that shit down and really learn to connect to what people are saying to understand them. And the more you try to understand people, the more they'll try to understand you. It's a great way to diffuse situations too, as well. All right. Relationship advice. So I'm going to ask for 2 to 3 cards to see what will result. What is the new coming in? What's going to result of you working on these things or doing these things? What's going to come in to take its place? All right. So give me 2 or 3 cards. Okay. What is going to come in as a result of pile number 2 letting go of these things or doing these things? Okay. So I got go for it. And I got lion and earth. Now also jealousy came out. So it's interesting. I think that's part of the new friends thing. And you probably being, if you're not like a strong personality yet, I think you working on yourself and making yourself more social might make you a stronger personality. So just be careful. Also, the person that's lying, they might be jealous. And you telling them to go F off, or you just giving them less attention might have them be acting weird. Just know it's jealousy, and just don't even deal with them. So if there's something you really want to do, I feel like making new friends, cutting out people that are lying to you, but also working on being more emotionally intelligent and less stubborn. Whatever you want to do, then it'll be the right time for you to do it. Or if there's something you're wanting to go after, it'll be the right time to go after it. Earth, I feel like more stability is going to come your way. Being more grounded is going to come your way. Just feeling more like at home and at peace with yourself. With lion, because somebody be lying. No, I'm just kidding. I think that's, again, like you're going to start cultivating a stronger personality, more charismatic, more like, you might not be somebody that likes a spotlight that much, or maybe you do, but you never really had it. I feel like you're going to draw more attention in your life. And also the whole thing of you possibly making more money. You know, that's going to make you more confident, but also more people are going to look at you. But also I feel like maybe you're going to level up the way you dress or the way you present yourself, because you're going to have more money too. So you're going to treat yourself, okay? So I like this. See you later. Pile number 3. All right. What do you need to get rid of in order to get some new stuff? Let's see. Give me 3 cards. 3 cards. Very interesting. What do you need to get rid of in order to bring in something new? We have B. You're not crazy. Listen to your intuition. And also empath, which is interesting. So, if you're the kind of person that like takes on other people's emotions, or always worried about what other people are feeling or thinking, or always putting other people first, or I feel like too invested in other people. Hear me out. Like, that can cause a lot of problems. First of all, I feel like energetically you become a sponge, taking on other people's energy, other people's problems, other people's negative energy, other people's negative just crap. And it's not fun. can cause a lot of emotional problems, a lot of physical problems. The emotional body, the energy body, the physical body, you know, we have layers to our aura, layers to our self, and the energy and emotional body does affect the physical body. So you really have to think about, you know, do you take care of yourself emotionally? Do you take care of yourself energetically? How do I get sick, you know, a lot? Or do I always have a pain in my back? Or do I always have a pain in my neck or my shoulder? You're not crazy. Listen to your intuition. So something going on, or it could be a common theme that you really don't believe yourself, or you don't really trust yourself for decisions, or you're always doubting yourself. And B. So for me, B is like community in a way. So Spirit might be saying, you know, maybe you need to retract a little. You might need to go to the cave and figure some stuff out first. So let's see. Give me 2 cards to clarify empath. Why is empath here? Give me 1 more card for empath. So it gave me 3. Excuse me. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Swords, and we have the 4 of Cups. So what that is telling me, okay, is that, so Pentacles, Earth, it's part of the physical body. So you might have health issues, or also finance issues. Maybe it always seems like something's going wrong, or you can't get ahead. You always try to save for money, or you always try to save money, but then something happens where you have to dip into your savings. It's like you feel like you can't get ahead. It might be because you are too open energetically. And it's interesting, when you set physical boundaries, like it sets energetic boundaries. So when I started telling people, no, I don't feel like doing that. No, I can't do that. No, I will not put myself out for that. It made a lot of like energetic boundaries for myself. The more I told people no physically, it seems like I stopped taking in everybody's shit. And it was amazing. With the 5 of Swords here, I feel like, you know, you're kind of scared of hurting people's feelings, or you're scared of like offending people. And I feel like it's really making you miss out on who you are as a person as well. With the 4 of Cups here, I always see like, you know, the person's looking at the 3 cups, and the 3 of Cups has 3 people. So it's like community, friends, circle, social group, whatever. But that one, can't point with my finger, but the fart cloud is coming, and it's giving you a solo cup. And to me, that's self-love, you know? So it's like you're so focused on trying to make other people like you, where do you even like your own self? Do you? And so that's something that happens with people that are very empathetic, and it's like very common with water signs, is that you almost focus too much on the tribe when you got to reel it back and start focusing on yourself. Because how can you really be of service to the tribe if you can't even get yourself together, right? Or you kind of let people take advantage of you. So let's see what your not crazy, listen to your intuition is about. Give me 2 cards to clarify. You're not crazy. I like when I always say 2 cards and it's not going to listen to me. It's always going to give me 3. It's very interesting. All right. Actually, super interesting. This was turned upside down in my deck, and I didn't realize it until I started shuffling. Ace of Cups in reverse. What was I just talking about? Yeah. You really got to start focusing on your own self-worth, your own self-value, because it's starting to really affect your physical world. Okay. So for You're Not Crazy, Listen to Your Intuition, we have the Six of Cups, the Emperor, and then the Queen of S words in reverse. Interesting. I feel like you really don't trust yourself because there was a situation. Ooh, trigger warning. There was a situation in your past, probably when you were younger, where a dominant, masculine type figure, masculine, I didn't say man, okay? Masculine type figure disappointed you in some way or broke your trust in some way, betrayed you in some way, and I feel like you were almost gaslit to make you feel like it was your fault, or even if maybe you didn't tell anybody, but you still internalized this and made you feel like it was your fault when it wasn't at all. But it's just, as kids, we don't have the ability to really think logically in that kind of aspect. We're more feelings based. And so I feel like that is something where it's made you not ever really trust yourself. And you might not even realize this is like what's behind it. But there's something I feel like from the past with an authority figure that made you really stop trusting or believing in yourself. And it could even be that you had a dominating father or mother that always told you like, oh, you're dumb. Nope, that's not how you do it. God, can you do anything right? Or nope, that's not how are you going to survive in the real world? You're dumb as a box of rocks. It's something like that. Really rooted in your subconscious of you not believing in yourself. And that's definitely something that needs to be done away with. Because you're a person. And you need to believe and trust yourself and love yourself because everybody deserves that. So B, let's see, which kind of making sense now why B is here too. It's like you need to, I feel like you need to spend some time with yourself and really learn who you are and cultivate that self-confidence. Let's see, B. Why is B here? It's way too many. It's interesting some of the cards have repeated though, but I'm going to put them back because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. But it's interesting where 6 of Cups came out again, but in reverse. We have Knight of Swords. We have the 4 of Cups again in reverse. King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor came out again. I'm not going to put them back. I'm just going to have 90 cards. I feel like I'm playing Go Fish or I'm playing Uno and I'm losing. So with B, I feel like get the 90 cards here. Okay. So with B, I feel like saying again, I feel like you really need to focus on yourself, heal from the past, and really gain a sense of, okay, if you haven't gone to talk to anybody about why you might not trust yourself or your emotional world or your, you might not have the best coping mechanisms, I feel like talking to somebody about those things would be good. A therapist, a counselor, self-help book, something. It would really help you kind of figure out like why you focus so much on other people, not yourself, but you don't trust yourself. You could end up finding a mentor, somebody you look up to that is very emotionally stable, very like high emotional IQ or EQ, as they say. Somebody that like you look up to, that like you see as very like a leader. But I feel like until you like figure out, like, that's kind of, if you're having money problems or you're just not where you want to be monetarily, I feel like that's kind of the missing key in a way. So money energy is very connected to self-worth energy. All right. A lot of people have trouble making money, or like they'll make a lot of money and then lose it because deep down they feel like they're not worthy of that. They're not worthy of good things. They're not worthy of being happy. They're not worthy. They think they're too dumb or not good enough to be happy, right? So I feel like stepping away from the crowd, maybe, being an introvert from a little bit, doing some real reflection and just spending a lot of time with yourself will help you sort out these things and see them for what they are, and to be able to process them so that you can move forward in your life and have a better life. So let's see, what will be the result of you letting these things go? What will come in for you? Give me 3 cards. What will come in for you by letting these 3 things go? Ah, that's interesting. I'm going to get one more. Alright, so I got stop the pity party. Obstacles are lessons not learned. Let the tower fall, baby. And keep going. Things are working behind the scenes. So I feel like you let these things go. You really work on your emotional atmosphere. You're really going to find that you start cultivating like a real resilience, a real, maybe like a don't give a fuck attitude in a way, where people can say things or things go wrong, and instead of you kind of instantly breaking down or it really bothering you thinking about it for a while, it'll be more of like, I don't really care. I know who I am and I don't care. You're going to stop feeling bad for yourself. You're going to start feeling sorry for yourself. But also you're going to stop feeling sorry for other people. Because that's like a low-key, like, energy vampire kind of thing. Is like pity. Getting pity from other people. And I hope you be less acceptable to scams, right? Obstacles are lessons not learned. So you will see things in your life that seem like it would come over and over again, where like, oh, I keep dating somebody and they take advantage of me, or they cheat on me, or my friends keep using me, or I keep getting passed for promotions at work. Like things that keep popping up. I feel like as you let these things go and work on them, those obstacles will finally leave, because the lessons you were supposed to learn, you've learned. So you've graduated. Let the tower fall. It's not going to be an easy ride, I'll tell you this. Shadow work and personal development and working on your emotional and mental state, it's hard. A lot of stuff comes up. You kind of feel like you're going crazy, but it's worth it. You got to just let things go. You just got to buckle in. Buckle up for the ride. All right. You keep going. There's things that your life is going to get better. There's things that are working on. There's things that are being worked on behind the scenes. So just know that it seems like everything is falling apart. Let the tower fall. Let things fall apart. Let everything fall apart, because that is setting you up for a new life. People leave you, let them leave. Friends start being fucking shady or shitty and don't want to hang out with you or being mean to you, let them go. Because this is not a friend to begin with, right? Your job starts sucking, or you get laid off, or something happens, let it go, because that's not for you anyways. So do not think it's weird that within the next couple of months that things start falling apart as you're working on yourself, because it's like dismantling everything to make something brand new and to build it better for you, because you are better. Not saying you were worse before, but you are a higher vibration now, and now higher vibration things are coming into your life, and the negative vibration or the lower vibration things gotta leave. So let the tower fall. Let it fall. Just know that you are, loved. You are guided. Listen to your intuition throughout these things. Start learning to really know who you are and learning to trust that voice in you and have faith in yourself, and you will be fine. And life in 1 to 2 years is going to be so different. You're going to be like, I'm so glad I decided to really work on myself, because I am much happier and I have the things in my life that I surround me that I love. Right? Awesome.